Hey everybody, Kevin Elliott here with Home Dabbler. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is Kevin standing in his yard with a bag full of sand? Well, it's because we are deep into the summertime, and that means that your yard and mine have been taking a serious punishing for several months now. Heat, we might be dealing with drought, we might be dealing with bugs and fungus and all the things that attack your yard in the summertime. And you might also have noticed that along the way, no matter how well you take care of your yard, you develop some weak spots that look kind of brown and dead, sort of like that right there, right? Okay, well, you might have also noticed that for whatever reason, the grass is not growing back into that spot. It just sort of stays bare like that. Okay, well, I'm going to help you fix that and with a very simple method that involves that bag of sand. But here's the first step to fixing the problem with your grass like that is you have to really make sure you stop what has started the problem in the first place. So if it's bugs, if you get an infestation of bugs, you need to make sure and take care of the bugs. If it's fungus, same thing. But once you get the problem fixed, once the spot has stopped growing, here are some reasons why it may not be, the grass may not be growing back into it. Is once the grass, because it is a leaf like any other, it shades the ground underneath it, which is another reason why you don't want to cut your grass too short, but there's another video on that one. Go back and check it out. But the grass will actually shade the dirt. Well, when the grass dies for whatever reason, now the sun is going directly on that dirt and it's cooking it. When it cooks that dirt, you've seen those pictures of the desert where it looks kind of like scales. It gets really hard and flat. Okay, when that happens, the soil compacts and the grass can't put down new feeder roots. It's just too hard and they bounce off. The other things that happens is that you will water that section just like you normally do your grass, but the water doesn't soak in because you have that hard pan of sand. Well, here's what can happen also is that when you get a hard pan of dirt and lots of water, you can grow black mold and sometimes even moss in your grass. So go out and look at your bad spot, and if you see a black film kind of over the dirt, you're growing a black mold there. And here is the iron rule of grass, is that if you're growing black mold or you're growing moss, you are not growing grass. They grow in mutually exclusive environments, okay? So if you see that, you definitely have a problem. The grass will never, ever, ever grow back in there. Okay, so here's what you do. The first thing is you see my hard tine rake right there? You get your rake and you just kind of break up the soil a little bit in that spot, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. You bust it up. By the way, you don't have to do a whole lot. You just kind of have to loosen it up, make some holes down in that dirt. So just kind of bust it like this, mess it up a little bit, like that. Doesn't have to be much. Okay. There. Now, why the sand? Okay, the first thing you need to know is make sure that you get play sand, beach sand. It's white. It's like this. Oh, it's heavy. But okay, you see, premium play sand. Now this is important because the main thing is that to be play sand, they have to wash it. It's also called wash sand, which means that the people who put that in those bags have cleaned out all contaminants out of that sand, including weed seeds, which means you won't be bringing dirt into your yard that has weed seeds in it and planting weeds in your dead spot. So that's a really good reason to use wash sand or beach sand. The other reason is it's very fine. Okay, so it will go down in the cracks and crevices that you just made in that dirt and let the roots grow down softly into it. Here's another really great thing about play sand is remember that black mold and the moss that I talked about? If you put sand over the top of that, it suffocates it. It kills the mold, it kills the moss, and so you're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting rid of that bad stuff, but you're also giving your grass a nice soft bed of new material to put roots down into and grow. So you just simply take your handy box cutter. You have one of these in your back pocket, right? Okay, so take that, open the sand, simply spread it across the bad spot. Be careful with your box cutter. Okay. Now, dump it out. like this. Okay, now you want to take the other side of your rake. See, there's the tine side. Flip it over and spread. All you really need is about a 1/2 inch. Just about a 1/2 inch. Okay, now you may be saying to yourself, but oh, that looks terrible. Look at that big light spot of sand. Well, if you do this, first of all, that soil will mix with the rest of your topsoil pretty quickly. The rain will hit it, the water will hit it. The other thing is that the grass will grow into it really fast. If you get good healthy grass around that patch, you can expect for it to fill in, oh shoot, within 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to start running, putting runners across that grass, and that patch will completely disappear. Now, when I was maintaining big yards and doing townhome complexes and restaurants and stuff like that, we would actually go over the entire yard with wash sand once a year. You can order this stuff by the truckload, and so I really recommend that you use this beach sand on your bad spots, but if you can, put it over your whole yard once a year, and you will be surprised at the results. So give this a try and let me know how it works. If you have any problems, as always, message me through the Facebook page and let me know how it goes. Get rid of those bad spots. Thanks.